Hi, welcome to Choke Your Friend, episode 9. Today we're going to be talking about politics, I guess.
Yeah. One thing about politics, though, it's one of the arguments that, according to my friend James, is one of the arguments you cannot win. The other one is religion, by the way.
Religion sucks.
Religion does suck.
Let's go form our own religion. Actually, let's go join that church that worships Iron Maiden.
Let's take a show.
I'm all for that, dude.
So am I.
I am all for flying down there just to join that congregation.
Heck,
which is like the
old
old
church up here. That's basically also worships Iron Maiden. Or should we make it just worships metal in general?
Politics, not religion.
Yeah.
Religion is a whole nother subject.
Yeah,
Let's talk a little bit about politics.
Yeah,
right
whatever the
now.
He's a libertarian, I'm a Democrat, and he's...
I'm like a moderate. I'm not really liberal or conservative. I kind of go with whoever sees the lesser of two evils. It doesn't...
For some reason, it always seems like every presidential election turns into that. 2000, Bush versus Gore. Basically, we've got a go green Nazi and an idiot.
And guess who won?
The idiot.
The idiot. Whoa! Let me put it this way. One!
Okay.
One.
You can put it
Because
however
they
you
had
want.
some stupid recount problems there in Florida, where the idiot's brother's governor was.
And then in 2004, the idiot versus, let's see.
John Edwards, I think it was. Kerry.
John Kerry, yeah.
Didn't John Edwards...
I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. The guy who's obsessed with purple hearts. No, wait, maybe I should just call it the guy with the purple heart fetish.
Hey, that isn't a bad thing, though, but I'm not talking about purple hearts that he needs, by the way. Boy, anyways,
let's see. This most recent election, we've got Change versus...
more of the same.
Change versus...
More of the same.
More of the same stuff.
A
McCain...
more liberal idiot.
Yeah, we had Obama versus McCain, really.
I didn't know that Obama was talking about pocket change that whole time, though, because that seems to be where we're headed. You are aware
Says the guy who wants to deregulate everything.
Exactly.
That's...
And I think Teddy Roosevelt was only a mediocre president at best.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we're gonna talk about politics, since we're on the topic of presidents right now, who's been the best president of the United States thus far?
I'd say Thomas Jefferson.
FDR.
Now, if you're talking back in the day, back when this country was first getting started, Thomas Jefferson, yeah, but if you're talking more recently than that, I would have to say Bill Clinton. He might not have been a great president, but he was able to get along with both sides, Republican and Democrat, which is something that's really hard to do.
Republicans wanted to impeach him, though.
They did.
Well, they did, but he never got removed.
Yeah, but
That's
just because you get impeached doesn't mean you get removed from office. That's a whole nother...
Right, and you Democrats weren't all... And you Democrats weren't all over trying to get the idiot out of office the whole entire time.
No, not really.
We were talking like a hypocrite.
Yes.
No, we were pretty
The Democrats were trying to get Bush out of office the entire 8 years he served.
Yeah.
Go talk to Kucinich, the guy who saw aliens or UFOs or whatever. Speaking of which, should I tell my UFO experience?
I saw the fourth kind yesterday.
Okay, Alan, what was your UFO experience?
Okay.
I don't think I've heard this before.
I can't remember if it was 4 or 5, but I was camping with my family. We're about 10 miles away from Rachel, Nevada. Yeah.
And if you don't know it's in Rachel, Nevada, it's Area 51, people.
Yes. And,
I mean, there's
it was
even
about 10 o'clock at night, and my family just saw lights flashing through the sky, And then we heard a really loud boom.
Are you
Are you sure that was not your ass?
You fail. And you lost the game.
And your hair.
And the viewers just lost the game again.
Yeah, and your Raiders are going to probably lose another game this weekend.
Kansas City's really pathetic. You really think so?
So how did we get from
Yes.
politics to sports?
Yeah, but anyways.
Back to politics, if you don't mind.
Our Democrats today are pretty spineless.
Well, see, here's the thing, though.
Basically, we've got a party of pansies and a party of idiots.
Well, here's the thing. Democrats are today what Republicans were back in the day, whereas Republicans today are what Democrats...
Not really.
No, Democrats...
Yeah.
No, Republicans
No.
were pretty assholes then. They
No.
actually used the reconciliation where they said, "Oh, we got the majority. You guys, we're not gonna let you guys filibuster. Or at least they got their shit through."
Oh, yeah, I guess you have a point there.
Are you
Mine...
sure about that?
Yes, they got their shit through. If it weren't for the reconciliation mode,
Oh.
then we wouldn't have these
Yeah?
tax cuts that are destroying our country today.
Okay.
By the way, that sounds well. But as I was saying, yeah.
Okay, so maybe I made a mistake.
Yeah.
But that's how kind of I
But ultimately,
see it.
neither party is truly holding up the concept of liberty. He may say otherwise.
I think we're trying to save our country from another depression. That's what regulations are for. That's why we
Regulations basically are a way of slowing down time. It's only delaying the inevitable.
We'll let our viewers decide.
Let our viewers decide.
Yeah.
What, are we going to have a poll?
No, they're gonna be talking down their YouTube comments, and there's gonna be a lot of baiting. I can guarantee it.
Assuming we get well enough known.
Yeah, we probably will. Who knows?
Or will we?
I don't know. As I was saying, I think what happened in the 1930s was, of course, we had the Great Depression in October 1930s.
Yeah, and who brought us out of the
people
Great
were buying
Depression?
shit with that. Huh?
And who brought us out of the Great Depression?
I think it was a New Deal.
Yeah, but who was
I believe
responsible
FDR.
for that?
No, World War II. I have to be
Okay.
honest.
And then-
World War II did have something to do with it.
No, what really had to do with it was when they created the Hoover Dam, when they did the Hoover Dam. Stuff like that. FDR was creating, jobs up the wazoo, especially with the Hoover Dam. That gave people an opportunity to work and earn money, which helped bring us out of the Depression back then.
What I find
But
really
what-
funny is how all the Democrats seem to be treating this as if we get into a depression, we'll just do the same thing that FDR did. Note that we weren't in such a big debt back
Alan,
then.
Alan. Okay. As I was saying, the thing what was going on back then is that our people back in the movie 20s were buying stuff with money they didn't have.
This
That
started
until October 1921, it all came crashing down. That was
October
one,
21.
October 1929. Until October 1921, as I was saying. It happened again as soon as Reagan took over. Oh my God, government is bad. I'm going to cut your taxes. I'm going to cut all these regulations because they're bad for you. And that's when people started buying stuff again that money didn't have.
Right.
And of course,
All I can say about Democrats is they ultimately are saying, you lack the ability to be responsible, so we're going to force you to lose all your liberties, but ultimately, in the end, you will lose your responsibility.
10 minutes, right? Okay. As I was saying, the thing with Ronald Reagan that he cut all these regulations, so pretty much put us in a full debt. Clinton, of course, raised a little bit of taxes on the rich, put some regulations until 1999 when he had his Republicans sit in, which was another huge mistake. I know. And of course, Phil Graham, the guy who said, we're just a nation of whiners, set up this bill that...
All I can say is, let's force people to be responsible for their own actions.
Okay, we'll discuss this in our second part.